A letter titled County Court Claim Form, issued through the County Court Business Center. It concerns an unpaid TV license prosecution cost and court fee. The form gives 14 days to respond. If nothing is filed, the court may enter judgment. No response is sent. The envelope stays on the table. Inside the claim form is a case number, a claimant name, an amount owed. It includes 3 options: pay the amount, admit the claim and arrange payment, or file a defense. Each option must be returned to the court. The response deadline is printed clearly. 14 days from service, nothing is returned. No defense form, no admission, no payment. The deadline expires. The claimant moves to the next step. A request for judgment is filed with the court. This is called judgment in default. It means the court can decide the claim because no reply was received. The court checks the file. The claim form was issued correctly. The address matches the defendant's recorded address. The response window has passed. No document was filed through the court system. The court processes the request. A new order is produced, a judgment for claimant notice. It confirms the court has entered judgment. The amount now includes the original balance, court issue fees, and fixed legal costs. The judgment states the total now owed. It orders payment. The notice is posted to the same address. No payment is made. No application is sent to challenge the judgment. No contact is made with the court. The payment date written on the judgment passes. The case moves forward again. The court sends the judgment to the Register of Judgments, Orders, and Fines. This is the national record of unpaid court judgments. Once recorded, the judgment becomes visible outside the court. Credit reference agencies collect the information. They add the entry to credit files. Banks and lenders can see it during checks. This is the point where the process changes. The claim is no longer waiting for a reply. It is now a county court judgment. A CCJ, recorded against a name and address. The court file itself is largely finished, but the record remains. The entry can stay on credit files for 6 years, even if the debt is later paid. Payment changes the status, but the record of the judgment remains visible. Only after the credit record appears does contact begin. A call is made to the court. The question is direct. Why is there a county court judgment? The court checks the file. A claim form was issued, 14 days to respond. No defense arrived, no admission form was filed, no payment was made. The claimant requested default judgment. The court entered it. The caller explains the letter was seen, but it was mistaken for another TV license notice. It was left to deal with later. The response window closed without anything being returned. By the time the court entered judgment, the claim process had already moved on. Removing the judgment is not simple. The court can consider an application to set aside the judgment, but certain conditions must be met. The court checks the original service details. The address on the claim form matches the address on record. The form was properly issued. The response deadline passed with no reply. The judgment was entered correctly under court rules. The CCJ remains on the register. The balance can still be paid, but payment does not remove the record immediately. The entry continues to exist on the register and on credit files. Lenders may see it during applications. Credit checks may display it. All because the claim form received no response. Nothing began with the CCJ. Nothing began with the credit check. It began with a letter. A county court claim form, 14 days to reply, a form that stayed unanswered.